Hello, everybody. My name is Inamullah, and I welcome all of you on Anjuman Islam's YouTube channel. Today, we're going to learn basic construction. This entire chapter is divided into two parts. First, we will see how to construct basic geometrical figures, and then we will learn how to construct circumcircle and incircle. So, before we start, we need to understand our basic geometrical tools which we are using to construct various geometrical shapes. So on your screen we have scale, protractor, set square, compass. All these tools are available in your geometry box. So you can make use of these tools to draw or to construct geometrical shapes and figures. Our first construction is to construct a bisector of a given angle. So here an angle is already given ABC. We need to draw angle bisector of this given angle, for which we need to follow certain procedures. Now first procedure, I'll take B as center and any radius. I'll inscribe an arc in such a way that this arc should intersect both the hands of the angle, that is AB and BC, at two distinct points. Those 2 points can be named as X and Y. Second procedure, again I'll take my compass, I'll put my pointer on X, I'll inscribe an arc as shown on your screen, I'll interchange my position, I'll keep my pointer at Y, and I'll inscribe another arc, and both the arcs will intersect each other at one common point, and this point of intersection can be labeled as Z. When I'll join BZ, this is the required angle bisector of angle ABC. Angle bisector, we know, a line which divides the given angle into two equal parts. Next, second construction, to construct perpendicular bisector to a given segment. So in previous construction we learned how to draw angle bisector. Now we're going to draw perpendicular bisector of AB. AB is given segment of any length as mentioned in your question. You can draw AB by using your pencil and scale. After making AB, first procedure, to take your compass, put your pointer at A, take radius more than half of AB. Half of AB means, suppose length of AB is 4 centimeter, then half of AB will be any measurement above 2 centimeter. So you can take any measurement as radius in your compass more than 2 centimeter, inscribe an arc above the line and one arc below the line as shown on your screen. Then you will interchange your position, keep your pointer at B, inscribe two more arcs on either side of segment AB in such a way that these two arcs should intersect the previous arc which made from point A. So this way you will have two point of intersection on either side of segment AB. One point of intersection can be named as X and the other point of intersection can be named as Y. When you join XY, this is your required perpendicular bisector of segment AB. Now let's move on our third construction. Now we're going to construct perpendicular bisector to a given segment at a given point. So here a line K is given. There is a point C on the line. We need to draw perpendicular bisector of this line which must pass through this point C. For that, I'll take my compass and I'll keep my pointer on C. I'll take any radius in my compass and I'll inscribe two arcs on either side of point C, and we can name those two arcs as point X and Y. Again, I'll take my compass. I'll take X as center, radius more than half of the distance of XY. I'll inscribe an arc above the segment K. Then I'll interchange my position. I'll inscribe another arc which must intersect the previous arc which was made by taking X as center. Both the arcs will intersect each other at one common point and that point can be named as Z. When we join CZ, this is required perpendicular bisector of segment K which passes through point C. Now, our next construction is to draw a perpendicular bisector to a segment at a given point outside the line. In previous construction, we had a point K, line K, and point C on the line. But in this construction, we have a line segment K where the point P lies outside the line. So we need to draw a perpendicular bisector on K, but the line or the perpendicular bisector should pass through point P. First, I'll take my compass, I'll take P as center, and I'll take radius more than the perpendicular distance between PK. More than the perpendicular distance between point P and line segment K. I'll inscribe two arcs on segment K as shown on screen, and I'll name those two point of intersections on segment K as X and Y. Then I'll take my compass, I'll put my pointer at X, I'll take more than half of the distance between XY and I'll inscribe an arc below the segment K. I'll interchange my position, I'll take Y as center, I'll inscribe one more arc in such a way that it should intersect the previous arc which was made by taking X as center. This way, both the arcs made from X and Y will intersect at one common point below the segment K which can be named as Z. When we join PZ, that is a required perpendicular bisector on segment K from point P, which is in the exterior or outside the segment. Hope it is clear to everyone. This is all about we wanted to cover in in this video. So today we have learned how to draw angle bisector of a given angle. Then we learn how to construct perpendicular bisector of a segment. Then we construct how to construct perpendicular perpendicular on a segment from a point on the line. And our last, this fourth construction is about to construct perpendicular bisector on the given line from a point outside the line. Thank you so much for watching this video.